Hey, what is going on the YouTube? This is Robert, and today I'm bringing to the full drop list for this week, which is going to be week 3 of the fall winter season. Obviously we're skipping a week purely because of the fact that Supreme count week 2 as when they just drop, a couple of pairs of Nike mids. So yeah, great. So we're straight on to week 3 for this week, and we're just going to be jumping straight into it. There are a lot of pieces that are good dropping this week, I'll be honest, but at the same time there are a large majority that have quite high retails, which is, not great, and there's definitely one that has an extremely high retail, but it's obviously for a good reason. But yeah, as per norm, let me know down below whether or not anything you've recently picked up has arrived, or what it was that you've recently picked up. And other than that, let's just jump straight into this. Okay, so let's just jump straight into this and go through everything. As you can see, the majority of the pieces actually have, good like to dislike ratios, which for Supreme pieces, it's not very often that we see a large majority of the pieces hold a good ratio, because it tends to just absolutely fall apart in no time. So for this week we're going to be kicking off with a couple of accessories with the bottle opener, the Puego Salt and Pepper Mill set of 2, and the Pelican Micro M50 case. Very wide retails between them, for £16 or $18, 50 for the case or 58, and 88 or 98 on the salt and pepper set. Across the board, I think it's really cool. I know a lot of people are looking forward to the case or looking forward to pick one up, so that's good at the end of the day. The bottle opener keychain's just easy, isn't it, at the end of the day? I mean, a lot of people, I'm sure, are going to need to use a bottle opener. I'm sure you've seen people have them on their keychains, so yeah, it's easy. The salt and pepper shaker, or set, not shaker, set, I think they look cool, but at the same time you could probably get ones for a lot less that are going to be, easier for you to use, or probably hold a lot more in the end. But at the same time, I'm sure there are people who collect them and will use them. So yeah, those are the easy pieces, I suppose, on the top row out of the way. Now we can go on to the difficult, which is going to be the expensive, which is going to be the Shot Snow White hand painted leather A2 jacket, coming in at just under $4,000. Yeah, I really like this piece, I really do. As far as the tweets have been concerned, as far as the information that's out there, it's hand painted, it's extremely, extremely, extremely limited, and because of that, the retail is what it is. So yeah, if anyone's giving one away, can you imagine? But no, honestly, I think it's a great piece, I really do. It's just, the price is the price, isn't it? For those who are going to be buying it, or for those who do buy it in the end, yeah, it's just going to be so cool, isn't it? I'm sure. But yeah, anyway, carrying on with the rest of the week, we've got the Satin applique pieces, being the hoodie and the sweatpant. A set that I think are quite good in the end. The retail, I don't know if is a little bit up compared to prior ones, but at the same time, I don't think it's going to make that much of a difference for a lot of people, because you've got a great large spell out, which is nice and easy, good colorways in the end. And yeah, personally, I'd probably say obviously the blue is like a standout, but besides that, I do like the brown and the green. Green, obviously, I always like green, so yeah. And other than that, black and grey are just nice and easy. I'm not a big fan of the orange, but you never know. It might be one of those out there colourways that you just see someone all of a sudden wearing, and then its price takes off, because that happens a large majority of the time, so yeah. From there, I'd probably share the same sentiment with the sweatpant, insofar as I like the blue and the brown, and obviously there's no green, don't know why. But then obviously black is just going to be a stronger sort of colourway. It's just easier at the end of the day, and so is the grey. They're just easier to wear. Is this on the front though, or the back? It's on the front. I don't know whether it would have been better having it going down like the side of the leg instead of down just the front of one of the legs. It's a very odd placement for it, I would say, but I'm sure there are people who have a counterpoint to that. But yeah, obviously a lot higher retail than the hoodie itself, so do with that what you will, I suppose. But yeah, from there we can move on to the suede work jacket that has quite a high retail. I'm guessing that's because of the suede at the end of the day. Colorways are okay. This was the colorway that I actually favoured, because I just liked the look of it, like this crocodile-esque like look in the end, I suppose you could call it. I just thought it'd look cool, The others are nice, but yeah, it's just something stand out about that. But that is a high retail. From there we have the FTP short sleeve top. Yeah, it's okay. It's just a high retail, because obviously it's a short sleeve top, so it's what it is in the end. Colorways are perfectly fine. Black on yellow is nice. I'm not like a massive fan of like the navy-ish tone with this like drained out red to it, but you know, the others perfectly fine. From there we have the authorized mesh back 5 panel that is going to be dropping. Yeah, I kind of like this, I can't lie, especially in the pink and green. I think they're very standout, and I think it's just good as an overall. The other colourways are perfectly fine, but they just definitely hit you and stand out the most. I think that even if they changed like the photo around for these to be at the bottom, they'd still stand out a lot more than the other colourways, so yeah. Next up we have the Liberty hoodie that's going to be dropping. Yeah, I was a fan of this, I can't lie. Obviously the like to dislike is a little bit different to that, but I think that an all-over sort of piece and design is just nice in general. So yeah, I also think that the more vibrant colorway is better, but at the same time I feel like the black colorway could go first, or the darker tone could go first, just purely because of the fact that it's a bit more drained out and it's not so in your face. So yeah, there are points for each of them, I suppose, at the end of the day. We then move on to the first piece from the Nike collab for this week, which is going to be the Spark Crew sock. This is obviously part of the Clogposit collaboration, and as you can see, it's got a reflective swoosh on it. I'd probably just say black colorway. It's just plain and simple. The other colorways are a little bit out there. They're a bit vibrant. I'm sure they match with some things that people wear, but yeah, just black colorway is just plain and simple. So yeah, we'll move on to the Clogposit in a moment, because obviously it's a little bit further down on the list. So to match the work jacket, we have the double knee painter pant. Same sort of thing. I just like this look of this one. I just do. But anyway, we can move on from that. It's just my personal opinion. So yeah. We've then got the Old English long sleeve top. Personally, I like the navy and the grey colourway in this. The others are perfectly fine, but yeah, that's just my preference. We have the reflective pinstripe track jacket. I think across the board it's okay. Yeah, it just depends on your personal preference in the end. We then have a waxed ripstop camp cap. It's okay, we've sort of had wax pieces before, or like this sort of type of camp cap. I do like the pink colourway and the mustard tone, but that's about it. We have a leather collar utility jacket next. I'm a bit hit and miss on this, but I think the colourways are nice, so yeah. For the last couple of pieces, the ratio falls apart. So we have the Alpha Omega baseball jersey. I thought this looked kind of fine, but I also agreed to the sentiment that some people didn't want as much on the front as they did obviously appearing on the back. I get it. We then have the label shirt. It's okay. We have the diamond beanie, which I actually think is okay and pretty decent in the end. I feel like it could be one that during like peak winter just pops off randomly, as past Supreme beanies have done, but you never know. We have the Liberty sweatpant to match the hoodie. Darker tone in this. I think it just works a lot better. You don't want the like stand out for this, but yeah, that's just me. We then have a bleached Chino 6 panel. The pink colourway is still fine, to be honest, so yeah. The reflective pinstripe track pant is going to be next. It's okay, and we end on the Clogposit. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I really don't know. Black colourway is probably just the easiest, isn't it, in the end? But yeah, oof. If they sell out, I'd be quite surprised. But, you know, maybe some people will surprise me. So, that is going to finish this week. As per norm, let me know down below your thoughts and opinions, what you're going to be going for. Whether or not you're going to be going in store, maybe. Whether or not you're going to be buying the Snow White piece. I don't know. If they've got that in store, I'd be quite surprised, to be honest. Or if they had a large amount of stock in store, maybe one per size, I'd understand. But yeah, but that is going to cover it anyway. So, like I said, let me know thoughts and opinions down below. Other than that, I do hope that you have a good rest of your day. And I will see you all next time. Peace.